We talk a lot about biased reporting. This video isn't about that. We're looking at times from the past year when the media straight up lied to their audiences, whether to serve a narrative or push an agenda. These are 5 of the worst intentional media deceptions of 2021. Here's our first pick. 60 Minutes uses deceptive editing to generate a scandal out of thin air. In April, Sharon Alfonsi from CBS gave this report on 60 Minutes, where she gave the impression that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was caught up in a pay-to-play scandal involving vaccine distribution in Miami. Basically, she claimed that DeSantis was taking payoffs to approve certain retailers to distribute the vaccine, but not others. At one point, they ran this clip of her confronting the governor at a press conference, followed by this angry denial from him.
The criticism is that it's pay to play, Governor.
It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts because obviously I laid it out for you in a way that is irrefutable.
Well,
and so it's clearly not.
Except they completely cut out the first 2 minutes of his response to her, which included an avalanche of points that, if true, would disprove her pay-to-play theory. In other words, they edited his substantive answer into a dismissive dodge. Moving on to number 2. From the Washington Post. There's no migrant surge at the southern U.S. border. Here's the Washington Post's fact-checker, Glenn Kessler, pushing this non-factual article around on Twitter. There's literally no wiggle room on the numbers, by the way. Look at the CBP data on border crossings. That blue line is 2021. You could write this article at any point in 2021, and it would still be wrong. Later on, the Post changed the title to, "The migrant surge at the U.S. southern border is actually a predictable pattern." In other words, this article was supposed to be damage control for Biden. And hey, by the way, here's candidate Biden back in 2019 actually promising a surge at the border if he's elected.
I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum.
We give this article 4 Pinocchios. It's pure disinformation. Number 3. CNN lies that Joe Rogan is taking medicine intended for livestock. Joe Rogan, popular podcaster, you've probably heard of him. When Rogan caught COVID, he said he was treating it with ivermectin, which is an oral medication that people take for parasitic infections. Thing is, it's also used in way higher doses to treat livestock for worms. So CNN ran with this technicality and falsely claimed no less than 6 times that Rogan was trying to treat his coronavirus with a horse deworming agent. So, yeah, pretty dishonest. Here's where things get really twisted, though, because when the whole thing blew up, CNN's PR department gave this absolutely bonkers statement to the Washington Post. The only thing that CNN did wrong here was bruise the ego of a popular podcaster who pushed dangerous conspiracy theories and risked the lives of millions of people in doing so. So based on this statement, the people running CNN think it's okay to intentionally lie to audiences in service of a greater good. They admit to doing this, and they actually seem proud of it. I don't care